A conventional pulse oximeter gives you one reading, then usually ends up back in a drawer. The Oxiline Pulse XS Pro and the Oxiline Pulse MD Pro take a broader approach. These FDA-cleared pulse oximeters track oxygen levels, heart rate, perfusion index, and a live pulse waveform, then sync that data to an app. So, which one fits your routine better? Today, I'm comparing the design, features, technology, setup process, and who each device is built for. Now, before we begin, if you're choosing between the Oxiline Pulse XS Pro and Oxiline Pulse MD Pro, I've got a special deal on both for Cybernews viewers. Hit the links in the description or scan the QR codes on screen to check the best available price on two of the best pulse oximeters in Oxiline's lineup. First, I want to start with what both Oxiline models bring to the table and what separates them from a basic oximeter. A standard fingertip unit usually clips on, gives you SpO2 and pulse readings, then shuts off. Fine for a quick check. These two go a step further. Both display perfusion index, allowing you to evaluate pulse strength in the fingertip. Each also shows a live plethysmograph waveform, giving you a visual representation of signal quality and rhythm. Both sync with the Oxiline app, save your reading history, build trend charts, and export PDF or CSV reports. So this feels more closer to a connected heart rate monitor setup than a simple one-time reading tool. Both also use Oxiline's VTech sensor system, while the MD Pro features the brand's more advanced VTech MD sensor. This technology detects arterial oscillations to help deliver more consistent readings. That said, the two devices differ in a few important ways. The Pulse XS Pro is a compact 38-gram fingertip model designed for quick spot checks throughout the day. The Pulse MD Pro uses a detachable cable and finger sensor, making it better suited for continuous overnight monitoring. The easiest way to think about it is this. The XS Pro is built for checking in, while the MD Pro is built for staying on. Alright, and if you ask me which one catches my eye more when seeing them here on the table, it's gotta be the XS Pro. Mainly because it's lightweight, it's more lightweight than MD Pro. I like the colors, I like the black and the gray, it's very smooth all around the edges, it's simple to grab, quick to grab as well, put it in your pocket, use it as an everyday use gadget. Simple to use, straight to the point, put your finger in there, click the button, get your readings, and you're done. The MD Pro looks very clinically, I'm being honest here, with the white and then the second attachment here, the cable and that blue, it just screams hospital, clinic, doctor's office. And obviously it's a bigger gadget, so it's a little heavier as well. And depending on who you are, how old you are, dealing with the cable can be tiresome. Now let's put these side by side. In this case, the design tells us a lot about who each device is intended for. On the XS Pro side, you get the unit itself, two AAA batteries rated for about 24 hours of continuous use, a wrist lanyard, and the user manual. On the MD Pro side, you get the base unit, two AA batteries rated for approximately 14 hours, the 3-foot WireFlex cable, the finger clip sensor, a screen protector, and the user manual. The Pulse XS Pro uses the familiar oximeter fingertip form factor. It's a single compact device. Clip it on, check your levels, and continue with your day. The screen even rotates when you press the power button here. The Pulse MD Pro takes a different approach. You have the base unit here, the cable, and the separate finger sensor. That setup immediately points toward bedside use, longer monitoring sessions, and continuous tracking. Size helps reinforce that distinction. The XS Pro weighs just 1.34 ounces, making it lightweight, portable, and easy to carry around. The MD Pro is noticeably larger, with a 5.9 by 3.5 by 1 inch base unit, making it a much better fit for a nightstand or tabletop setup. Then there's the display. The XS Pro features a 1.5-inch crystal OLED display that rotates 360 degrees, which is convenient when checking readings from different angles. The MD Pro steps up to a larger 3-inch crystal OLED display, making readings easier to view from across a room or bedside position. And before we move on, both Oxiline deals are waiting in the description, and you can also use the QR codes on screen. Each purchase comes with free shipping, a lifetime warranty, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Continuing with the technology, if you're trying to determine which one feels like the best finger pulse oximeter from a specifications and features standpoint, this is where the differences become more noticeable. Starting with oxygen tracking. Both devices cover an SpO2 range of 35 to 100% and track heart rate from 25 to 250 beats per minute. So the core monitoring range is strong on both devices. The XS Pro's accuracy is rated at plus or minus 2% from 70 to 100% and plus or minus 3% below 70%. The MD Pro maintains the same 35 to 100% range, with plus or minus 2% accuracy from 80 to 100% and plus or minus 3% from 70 to 79%, giving it a slight advantage in the higher oxygen range. The bigger difference comes down to the sensor technology. The XS Pro uses Oxiline's VTech AX sensor, which is designed for reliable spot checks throughout the day. The MD Pro upgrades to the VTech MD sensor, which Oxiline positions as its more advanced option. It uses higher grade photodiodes to detect rapid changes in SpO2 and perfusion index readings. Both devices are FDA-cleared, while the MD Pro also adds European safety certification and broader quality positioning aimed at more clinical style monitoring. Then you have the feature split. The XS Pro includes adjustable alarms, allowing you to set custom oxygen and heart rate thresholds and receive an alert when readings move outside those limits. The MD Pro doesn't include the same alarm functionality, but instead focuses more heavily on continuous monitoring and long-term trend tracking through the app. Both devices connect via Bluetooth to the Oxiline app for saved history, chart views, PDF, or CSV exports, and syncing with Apple Health or Android Health Connect. Now let me show you how to use Pulse Oximeter with both of these devices. The process is simple and the differences tell you quite a bit about the overall experience. The initial app setup is identical on both devices. Download the Oxiline app from the App Store or Google Play. Create your profile, enable Bluetooth, then tap Add Device and select your model. After following the pairing instructions, your readings automatically sync to the app after each session. For the oximeter test itself, begin by inserting the batteries. With the XS Pro, slide your finger completely into the chamber with your fingernail facing upward toward the sensor. Then press the power button and remain still while the reading is taken. With the MD Pro, there's one additional step. Connect the wire flex cable to the base unit. Attach the sensor to your finger. Place the base unit on a table or bedside surface and begin the reading. In both cases, proper finger placement and remaining still play a major role in how an oximeter works. If your finger isn't fully inserted or your hand is moving around, readings can fluctuate and the motion indicator may appear on screen. Once everything stabilizes, both devices deliver readings quickly, while the app provides a more complete picture through synced history and trend charts. At this point, both devices perform the same core job very well. You're getting oxygen tracking, pulse readings, perfusion index, waveform data, and access to the same app ecosystem. So, for me, the choice really comes down to one question. How do you plan to use it on a day-to-day basis? Go with the Pulse XS Pro if you want something portable, simple, and easy to grab for routine spot checks. It makes more sense for travel, fitness, daily monitoring, app history, and custom alarm settings in a compact package. Go with the Pulse MD Pro if you need continuous overnight monitoring, or if you're monitoring someone over longer periods of time. The cable setup, larger display, and bedside-friendly design make it a better fit for recovery tracking, sleep monitoring, and caregiver use. For most people, I'd probably lean toward the XS Pro. For longer monitoring sessions and uninterrupted tracking, the MD Pro is the stronger choice. Once you know which setup best fits your routine, check the links in the description or scan the QR code on screen to see the latest deal on both the pocket-friendly XS Pro and the bedside-style MD Pro. That's my breakdown of the Oxiline Pulse XS Pro and Pulse MD Pro. If you want more Cybernews health tech comparisons like this one, check out the next video on screen and let me know which device you'd like me to test next.